I have two big points today. Recently, this is about video on the internet. Recently, Bruce was invited to the governor's house to shoot a video. And
he's in backyard barbecue now.
Backyard barbecue that the governor held before the elections. He posted the video on YouTube shortly after Charlie Baker's campaign, whoever's doing the campaign videos, took that video and used it in one of their attack ads against Duvall. And it brought up the question, is that fair use? And he didn't get any recognition for the clip or any money or any compensation for them using the clip. And we at Style Boston, we did an interview with Duvall back in September that aired at the beginning of September. And one of the last ads that Charlie Baker ran before the campaign or before the elections on Tuesday, I noticed that at the end of the shot, he has one of my shots that I shot in that interview in his campaign ad. So this is two videos, one video by an independent filmmaker or independent video person, and another shot by me who works for a company that airs on a local news channel here in Boston. So it kind of brings up the question, what's fair use? Is it fair use only if it's from somebody who's not a company, such as Bruce? Is it fair use to use somebody, something from me that I shot for a company that I was paid to shoot for? It's aired on television and everything like that. And also too, is it, can anybody just take a video off of YouTube and use it for whatever they want? Because that's basically what happened. They found the video on YouTube, they downloaded it, they put it in their ad. They had personal gain from that. They used that video. So that's my first question. I mean, we can probably talk about it for hours. And then the second question I have is...
Well, the answer to that is no.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is we opened a forum on Facebook where we put the question out there, and we've got both answers. And one guy said that, he told us to get over it. It's fair use, that they could use it.
I saw that guy.
Yeah. And so I was just wondering what everybody's opinions were on that. Where do we think that it's going with YouTube, and does YouTube enforce that? If you brought it to YouTube's attention, would they do anything about it? Or would they just be like,
was this Charlie Baker?
This was Charlie Baker.
Good job he didn't get in.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is like, my company didn't pursue any lawsuit, and Bruce, didn't pursue anything because it's tough to go after, and then in the end he ended up losing it. So is it worth it to go after him? But still, if you bring awareness to this, the fact that somebody in a big campaign like that took an independent person's video and used it for their own personal gain.
Someone did that with one of my videos, and they downloaded it and they put their logo across the bottom, and I contacted YouTube and they took the video down. Right away.
I mean, like I have hundreds of videos on YouTube, stuff I've shot over the last year for the show. And, it's like it may not seem like, because I work for a company, it may not seem like it, but I still put a lot of hard work into it. And then I know Bruce put a lot of hard work into his video too, and to get no recognition for people using that video, it's kind of the same thing. All right, and moving on so I can get to my 2 minutes. Driving here this morning, we searched the hashtag for Boston Media Makers, and we found that there's a guy on there. His username is Big Mouth Monster, and he's using the #BMM hashtag for his own. He's writing about his breakup with his wife or something and how angry he is. And it brought up the question we were arguing about in the car: should people have to register the hashtags on Twitter that they use? Like. And it gets in the thing. At some point, that person's gonna keep. The other person might use BMM. Somebody else might use it. More people use it, then it becomes useless to search for questions about Boston Media Makers. So we just had an argument, and we'd love to hear what everybody has to think on that too.
It's saying you have to register search terms for Google.
But is it more like it's a URL? Because that hashtag points you to something specific, as like a URL would do.
A few months ago, there was a group called Big Mouth Media or something in New York.
Yeah.
Using the same thing, and they were weird things.
Yeah, but I mean, everything on Twitter gets recorded and gets logged in the Library of Congress. So, that BMM might represent us. Do we want that group like representing us, and then people looking back and be like, wow, they talked about some weird stuff?
Isn't there a website like the hashtag that sort of is an informal hashtag clearinghouse?
Is it?
Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
What the
hashtag?
What the hashtag?
I think that's what it's called. It's not like a registered thing, but it's like if you're like, what's BMM? I don't know. I think that there's a place you can go and figure it out. So
I mean, I want to hear what everybody has to think. Maybe we can like open up a forum somewhere to talk about it. But it'd be kind of cool to hear.
There's also I taught social media at Emerson College about 6 months or a year ago, and we used ESM or Emerson Social Media as a hashtag, and somebody else in a different country used the same hashtag, and then this went on even after I talked to another teacher. But it did result in kind of a healthy, competitive, kind of cute back and forth between the two different entities. So it wasn't always negative. And I also think the question of representation is one that can be debated because I don't think anyone here per se can represent this whole group.
Yeah.
So the idea of being represented by one hashtag needs to be put into context as well.
Yeah. And then the last thing I have too, the new wing of the MFA is opening on November 20th. I don't know if any of you have been following that and hearing what they have to. I had a great opportunity the other day to go and get an advanced screening of the whole new wing, and it's really amazing. It's all American art, whether it be North America, South America. They've got art all the way back from Mesoamerican art all the way up to modern contemporary art. So if you get a chance to go see it. It's definitely something worth seeing. So and that's it.